What's up, y'all? I go by the name of El King Kels. This is my channel. And on this channel, what I want to do is I want to continue to spread the word and put out the truth. I was recently in a group prayer meeting with Issachar Online. Real good dude. I liked a lot of his material that he put out. And he said something that just kind of stuck out to me. He said that it was time for us to kind of, like sound an alarm about what's going on out here, about who we are as a people. They lied to us and told us that we was Africans, but we really not. We really the children of Israel. So I just want to do my part and help out, try to spread this word. I don't really consider myself a teacher. I'm not really gonna be going like real in depth with a lot of the teaching stuff. I feel like we have a lot of people amongst Israel who's already doing that and doing it quite well. Might I add? You got a lot of the men from GMS, Big Judah. Everybody might not agree with some of the things that he talks about, but he still has a lot of good content. It's a lot of different dudes out there. Children of It's Real, Yahi, I like that dude a lot. Truth Unveiled, he be coming out just like real in depth with a lot of stuff. So I don't really feel like I need to jump in and try to be a teacher. But what I do want to do is, since I've been in this awakening and I've seen the truth, I haven't been able to experience this world without seeing a lot of different subtle malarkey that these, I don't know, elites or these Jewish people, whoever the people are who pretty much own the media, a lot of just foolishness being promoted, being pushed on the masses. So what I want to do is I want to be able to what I want to do is I want to point out a lot of the different things that I see. Like a lot of times I might just be watching a movie with my children or just hanging out with some friends or something like that, and I'll just see something, and like in the back of my mind, I'm like, God, somebody should be pointing this stuff out. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I want to do. I really feel like we're coming into a very serious time as far as prophecy is concerned. So I want to try to do everything that I can. Like I'm in the scriptures. I got groups of people that I pray up with. Me and my homies, we have a lot of conversations. I keep the Sabbath. I got my friend zone now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to do. So with that being said, what I also want to do is before I begin to put out content, just little things that I noticed, I want to give you guys a quick rundown about who I am, so you don't think like I'm an agent, because it's definitely some agents out there. If you look at some of the material that's being pushed out, it's definitely some people out there that's putting out some stuff that's not biblical and not good for our people and not good for everybody else who wants to try to get in on this truth. So, but I was born in Gary, Indiana. I moved up to Indianapolis, where I currently am now, when I was like real small, maybe like 4 or 5 or something like that. Basically grew up with father issues. We didn't grow up, in the suburbs or nothing like that. Definitely grew up with some pops issues, you know what I mean? As I got into adulthood, I was in the streets, doing things I shouldn't have been doing, believing in this whole, hood gangster concept or whatever. I ended up getting incarcerated, but before I was incarcerated, I ended up having a son. So I got incarcerated when he was about maybe like 7 or 8 months or something like that. He wasn't even fully a year. And then maybe like 2 weeks into my incarceration, I found out that I had a daughter on the way by the same woman. So I did my bid. I did some time. I did my bid, and I was about to get out. I had like 3 months left. Then my children's mother dies in a car accident. So I'm basically taking care of 2 children on my own. I ended up getting into a relationship with somebody else. And then right in the middle of that relationship is when I had this awakening. I always been a believer. I always believed in the Most High. And there was just like this specific point that I came to in my life where I just went to God. I was like, look, I don't understand what's happening with our people. What's happening with black people? I was still calling him God at the same time. At this time, I didn't know, what his real name was. I wasn't like heavy in the Bible or anything like that. So I just went to him and I prayed. I had a number of questions. In regards to my relationship that I was currently in. Why I keep seeing, police killing black people. Why is black people being oppressed? Why are we at the bottom? Like, all these different things. And I was looking to get into I was actually in the beginning stages of driving trucks, semi trucks. It was a career move that I had made that I felt would have been that I felt was about to be lucrative for myself. Um, and the guy that was training me, he just came out of nowhere and was like, "Hey, do you believe in God?" I'm like, "Yeah, I believe in God." And he was like, "Do you go to church?" I was like, "I haven't been in a long time." And then he was like, "I want you to see this." And then he showed me this video, Pastor Darby basically breaking down how we the Hebrew Israelites and how it's been hidden and all the different coincidences and the DNA and all of that, how our DNA matches people over in Africa who are still keeping the laws and stuff like that of Moses. Once I seen that, like this just switched, just clicked in my head, and I was on board. I was stupid hungry for the word, and I started to do my own research. I started reading the Bible, started doing my own research, and I started to try to get back to a lot of the different laws that our people were supposed to be holding up. And of course, this caused a separation between myself and the woman that I was currently dating. You know, I don't want to be in fornication. I don't want to be in wickedness no more. So my whole demeanor was I'm like a whole new person now. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically like the rundown as to how I got into the truth. And now I'm at a point where I've been in the truth for maybe about 2 years now. So I want to try to give back now. I want to try to do everything I can and just try to put the word out and sound the alarm. So coming, the material that I'm going to be putting out is basically going to be me just pointing out a lot of different things that I see as far as like media, movies, music, entertainers, celebs, signs, symbols. Oh, also I'm going to. I make music too. I write scripts, I write TV shows, and I write music. You know, pop music, rap music, all of that. So sometimes when I get a chance, I go to the studio and I actually do record. So I'm probably gonna be putting a lot of that stuff out too. Some of it is gonna be about the Most High. Some of it's gonna be about the truth. But some of it is just like my life experiences. Some of it is just stuff you dance to. But none of it is gonna be like like the trash that you hear on like on the radio and stuff like that. Like Percocets and all that. I don't do that. I'm not into that. So that's basically what you can expect from me. So with that said, everybody have a peaceful day. Enjoy. And I'm gonna keep this material coming for you. Shalom, shalom.